Hi guys, one of my friends asked me to make a video on how to use render channels for post production. So for the sake of the video, this video I'm making, I would use this project for the tutorial. I'll render channels from this scene. So to render channels, when you come to your render, let's say we want to render this particular channel. Let's do this. Okay. Want to render this particular channel. So hit on render, then you see the channels available here. I'm currently using Lumia Pro 12, not 2024. Also, if you are using another version, it's almost similar. But for the sake of this video, just for Lumion 12 in the video, but you can use the idea in the same or the recent version of Lumion. Okay, now we have the depth map, we have the normal map, we have specular reflection, we have the light map, alpha map, and material ID. So basically, in my post production, I don't use any of this I don't use all of this rather. I only pick the ones that are really, really important for the post production settings I really want to do. Um, we can give it a try. Can try each of the outputs almost similar when it comes to post production while you're editing for post production sake. So for depth map, you just take, take. So what this does basically, each of the map does is this step now shows the depth of the render. That means you want to extract an extra image or an extra information about the depth of the actual render you're making. And this is just a normal map. You know, when we make material, we do normal. And then we do normal for material. These are the normal map for all the materials in the set that will come out. And we have the specular. For those of you that most times speculars are relative to reflection sometimes. If I am wrong, somebody can comment in the make a comment in the section to correct me, please. The specular are relative to reflection. So if you want your reflection to become more sharper in post production, you can tick the specular map. I use this also. The light map, just the normal black and white, the normal white render, clean white render. We have the alpha map, the normal, the black, the ones that shows the black background and the lights. Then we have the material ID. The material ID pick gives each material in the scene a color, gives each material in the scene a color so that you'll be able to select easily the materials that you really want, specific material you really want to edit during your post production. But for the sake of this normal, I will be using specular, I'll be using light map, I won't be using alpha map. So I'll just be using these three maps. Then I'll hit render. Okay, now let's use the channels that we just finished rendering. Um, we'll go to file, bring them out. We'll load them up as a stack. Two, three, and four. Those are the three channels and the main one, which is the main image. Now let's have a little bit of rearrangement. Bring the main image downwards, then the material up. So just turn off this, then we have just this. Now let's duplicate by pressing Ctrl J. Then convert this, the duplicated one. Let's give it a name to be edited. Edited. Okay, you can convert it to smart objects. So you can actually go in depth to understand how to go about post-production in one of my videos. Just check my playlist, you see. I've made a videos on post-production. So I'll make it very quick so that we can go straight to using the channels instead of editing and editing the whole image from the beginning. Okay. Now let's use the channel. This we have the specular map. Turn it on the specular. The one that I said is to give reflections on the file on the render. So depending on the kind of reflection setting we have on each material, it will be interpreted in this specular. So we need to understand that, okay, if we increase reflection so high in, let's say, our glass or our windows, by the time we render out a specular channel, the reflection will come out very, very high. So in this case, I only added much reflection on the road, basically not on the major block on the road. So let's try to use this. I've turned it on. Now, how do you use it? With the help of Photoshop, you can overlay, you can add several overlay effects on the image. We have several overlay effects here, multiply color bond. Just choose the best one that interprets or gives you what you want. In my case, for reflections, that's specular. Um, Screen is okay. Let's check the before and after, before and after, before and after. So in that case, in a case where I don't want reflections on on the road, I just want it on the roof. We have a little bit of it on the roof. We have a little bit of it on the roof. We just want it on the roof. So just turn on the material ID. This house use material ID. Turn on the material ID. Then go to selection tool. Quick selection tool. Select all the grains, which is just the roof. All the grains, which is just the roof. You can reduce the cursor, the brush, by pressing brackets. We have the roof selected. We can turn off the material ID. After turning it on, all we just need to do is create a click marks on this reflection panel. Click marks. Then we have just reflection on the roof. Reflection on the roof. Now, in the case whereby we want to control reflection, we want to have reflection on the roof and make it a bit reduced, all we just need to do is duplicate what we already have here. Ctrl J. Then after duplicating, you can do the selection of the root separately, but we can also just make things fast by we just invert it by clicking on Ctrl I. It will invert what we have here from here to here. So Ctrl I, and we have reflection separate for road and the roof. So to reduce reflection for the road, because it's a little bit too much, we'll reduce it. We'll just can reduce opacity to get it reduced. We have it a little bit, and that of the roof too is separate. So map actually looks like. Same thing apply with depth map. You just change it the blend mode. Change the blend mode to either of these that best suits you. In this case I'll use color dodge, even though I don't have a good depth in the scene. Have a good depth in the scene. That's why we have just pure black depth map here. As you can see, we have just pure black depth mark. So if I have a good depth in the scene, we'll have a little bit of grayish, graduating from gray or white to black. And so let me show us a quick depth map sample for the main render. So as you can see, this scene actually have a very good depth. We have the white, let's turn off the main. We have the white background to the black to the white. So in this case, we can bring this map down. We can change the blend mode here so that we can have something defined. You can see the depth. So the depth can be controlled this way. This place is too light, so we can reduce opacity. We can also increase it. You can control this. You can see the depth. There's much difference in what we have initially. So for an intensive post-production tutorial, check my playlist. I dropped it in one of my videos. You see the link also underneath this video. Just don't forget to like, share, and give a comment. Thank you.